When it comes to big and beautiful high school football stadiums, look no further than the state of Texas. Built in 1916, Jones Stadium at El Paso High School was recently named second best looking stadium in America according to USA Today. The first major concrete stadium in the country is named after their first assistant principal. Now El Paso's skyline is only a few miles away from Jones Stadium, as the sunsets are gorgeous in this mountainous region. Helix Construction installed Matrix Helix synthetic turf as the school recently celebrated its 100-year anniversary. Happy State Bank Stadium, formerly known as Kimbrough Memorial Stadium, is in the top 5 in attendance for high school football stadiums with over 20,000 seats, as fans are allowed to sit along the hillside of the north end zone. Built in 1959, known as the Buffalo Bowl then, this classic was once the home of West Texas A&M University and honored the Buffs' former coach and AD, Frank Kimbrough. Helix installed Matrix Helix technology and a cush drain, which of course will help the field drain better and also help reduce concussions. Now this newly remodeled gym is home to 3 Canyon ISD high schools, including Randall, Canyon, and the newest one, West Plains Wolves. All 3 logos are proudly displayed in the end zones. San Angelo ISD Stadium was built in 1956 and is home to Central and Lakeview High Schools in the Concho Valley. It seats over 17,500 fans, once the proud home of Angelo State University before the Rams moved on campus in 2014. The Bobcats of Central High and the Chiefs of Lakeview are enjoying a new Matrix Helix synthetic turf field by Helix with Ecotherm infill to keep the players 20 degrees cooler than the traditional SBR crumb rubber. The X1000 Epic track is also a nice touch surrounding this new Helix field. Ratliff Stadium is another West Texas classic and home to the Permian Panthers and Odessa Broncos. Made famous by the movie Friday Night Lights, Ratliff can seat close to 19,000 fans and has some of the best landscaping with pine trees, shrubs, and even a nearby oil pump jack. The mojo of Matrix Helix technology lives on in these hallowed grounds as well. Helix is also installing the newest lighting technology at Ratliff Stadium, ensuring that the Friday night lights continue to brighten the Permian Basin region. Sweetwater High School plays in one of the most historic stadiums, simply known as the Mustang Bowl, which was built by the Works Progress Administration in 1939. Helix installed Matrix Helix synthetic turf and Ecotherm infill at this iconic stadium to keep the West Texas heat under control. Players enter the field like gladiators from their locker rooms, down a ramp, through the stands, and onto this gorgeous field installed by Helix. This area is also known for 6-man football, and one of the legendary teams is Borden County. The Coyotes have a classic stadium in Gale, Texas, with a 1960s-style colorful Matrix Helix synthetic turf installed by Helix. The goal is always AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where Helix installed a soft-top Matrix Helix turf, but the dreams begin at fields like this in Borden County. House Park in beautiful downtown Austin is another WPA field that was built in 1939. The Memorial Day flood of 2015 may have damaged House Park, but this 6,000-seat stadium opened on time thanks in part to Helix Construction, who installed Matrix Helix technology with Ecotherm infill. And how about that view just outside of downtown Austin? Speaking of, there's nothing like the Tomato Bowl in Jacksonville. This East Texas gym was built in 1940 by the WPA as well and was recently renovated inside and out. Helix installed Matrix Helix technology and a cush drain, which of course will help the field drain better and also help reduce concussions. Jacksonville's own Neil McCoy christened the Indians' renovated field with a free concert for all.
Thank you, Jacksonville!
While in East Texas, Christus Trinity Mother Frances Rose Stadium is another classic. Earl Campbell played for Tyler High in the early 70s, guiding the Lions to a state championship in 1973. Recently, renovations have the Tyler and Legacy High Schools looking great on Matrix Helix synthetic turf and a cush drain. Tiger Stadium at Grimm Park is home to Texas High School in Texarkana. Opened in 1953, this amazing stadium will make you think you're in the capital city with the Block T in orange and Texas in one of the end zones. Mesquite Memorial Stadium was completed in 1976 and home to 5 high schools in Mesquite ISD, just east of Dallas. A renovated press box and concourse area in 2018 has been enhanced as Helix installed a cush drain and Matrix Helix synthetic turf. The paved-into-place elastic layer cush drain will last up to 3 life cycles of turf. Between West Mesquite and Memorial Stadium stands the Keom radio tower, which is 415 feet high and is an educational and community service radio station with MISD student DJs. Mission is the home of legendary Dallas Cowboys head coach Tom Landry. In fact, Hall of Fame Stadium is named after Tom in Mission. It's the only stadium outside of the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio, to have permission to use the Hall of Fame logo on the field. Another classic while in the Valley is Edinburgh's Flores Stadium, named after Richard Flores, who was Edinburgh's head football coach and athletic director from 1975 to 2000. This is a can't-miss colorful jewel that's home to 4 Edinburgh high schools, including Enconomides, Vela, North, and of course, Edinburgh. Speaking of colors, San Diego High School is one of the few Matrix Helix blue synthetic turf fields in the nation. The Vaqueros are proud of their blue and gold field, and so is Helix, as this field was unveiled for fans in 2021. Helix installed Matrix synthetic turf at Cypress Fairbanks FCU Stadium in 2006, and along with Pridgeon Stadium, serves a dozen high schools in Cy-Fair ISD. Cy-Fair FCU Stadium was recently resurfaced with Matrix Helix technology by Helix for players and the 11,000 fans to enjoy. Further west in the Houston area, Katy ISD's Legacy Stadium opened in 2017 and seats close to 12,000 fans. In a district with 10 high schools, Legacy is legendary for always having competition on the beautiful Matrix Helix field installed by Helix, and is another top destination for neutral site games. The Katy Tigers have won 9 state football titles, including 8 since 1997, as the tradition continues at Katy. Now to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, as McKinney ISD Stadium was built for the same price just a year later and even hosts a Division II championship football game at this 18,000-seat cathedral. It's one of many stadiums in North Texas that leaves out-of-state tourists a bit envious of Boyd, North, and McKinney high schools. Once again, Matrix Helix is the choice for another often used surface. Allen Eagle Stadium was built in 2012 and is the largest football complex serving only 1 high school in the state. The Eagles football team won 4 state titles from 2008 to 2014. In fact, the Allen Band has close to 1,000 students and makes up a huge section of the 18,000 fans at this Taj Mahal, sporting Matrix Helix technology installed by Helix. Just a long touchdown pass away is Children's Health Stadium in Prosper, which is the newest of these mega high school structures. Prosper and Rock Hill schools can play in front of 12,000 fans and see themselves on the largest video board in the state while playing on Matrix Helix technology once again. One thing is for sure, high school football is certainly big in Texas, and as the stadiums continue to grow in size, so does Helix Construction. Located in Austin, Helix thinks bigger with innovative technology designed to put the student-athlete's safety first.